C'est le jet à Vali. That's your jet, no?
Yeah, I need to go to Monaco.
Ah, you need to go to Monaco?
Salut, c'est Raoul et Emmerich Schneeberger. Venez rouler avec nous dans la région d'Or du Midi et découvrir le versant suisse des Portes du Soleil.
Bon allez, bienvenue sur Fastaf. On est donc le deuxième jour, on attaque le Rho. On va voir un petit peu justement à quoi cette piste ressemble, voir si vraiment ça a ralenti ou pas. Pour le moment, grand beau, ça va être un peu poussière, ça a l'air de glisser un peu. On est parti donc avec l'entraînement groupe B, femmes et junior femmes, junior hommes. Let's go, c'est parti. Tu bosses là?
Ça se voit pas que je bosse là. Rien, on travaille.
Donc vient d'arriver là.
Chaque run,
Ok, parfait. Et il y a Estac qui doit suivre.
c'est quand même bien qu'il arrive en bas quand même, chaque run.
Ouais. Bon, on croise les doigts à chaque fois. Tu vois, il est surveillé au talkie pour savoir s'il arrive bien en bas. Bah, on n'est jamais sûr de rien. T'as qu'à regarder le run de l'an dernier, tu vas vite comprendre.
Oh putain. Tout le temps. Filme un stack. Pas moi. Il est meilleur que moi la caméra.
Ah mais là visuellement t'es bien.
Tu veux que je pars en slow motion déjà ou ça nous évitera de le faire?
Wow.
Plus d'interviews.
Tu fais comment avec Frameworks?
Je fais pas. Comme ça, ils se débrouillent très bien.
Hein?
On a vu leur niveau, hein, ils se débrouillent très bien. Non, je donne rien. Je suis un espion sans être un espion.
Ça, c'est bien ça?
Ça, c'est pas top. Regarde. Dans les arbres.
Bonjour.
Dusty, eh?
Yeah. Every time I stop, I'm like...
Yeah, Loudenvielle, it's loose and fast. Kind of wish I was out there, but fuck, it's loose and fast.
Is it Loudenvielle?
Yeah, Loudenvielle, yeah. But boys are ripping.
Who's the fastest today?
Fuck, Amory looked pretty good through here. Max Alran too. Who else? I wasn't up here for the first elite practice, so they've just started again.
Everyone, no?
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of hard to tell.
lost the net.
Valley.
Niveau de difficulté de 1 à 10, on est à combien?
Sur quoi?
Sur la piste. Conditions?
Truc de fou, conditions dantesques, sèches, ça travaille, ça change à chaque run. Là c'est du costaud, plus la chaleur.
Ça te donne envie de faire un comeback?
Oh, regarde comme je suis bien à l'ombre. Non, laisse tomber. Non, je suis bien là, tout va bien.
Salut. Heureusement que j'ai le matelas qui me retient un peu là. Je suis en train de regarder ça.
Et alors, comment ça se passe?
Bah alors, ceux qui vont vite devant nous, ils sont vite au chrono, quoi. Il n'y a pas de surprise. Hein.
Et c'est qui est devant pour le moment?
C'est Loris. Jordan, il est 2. Et 3, on a Henri.
Donc qui gagne dimanche?
Oula, bah là, tu me demandes ça, là, après un time training. De toute façon, qui gagne dimanche? Je ne peux pas te dire ça, quand tu veux que je te dise ça. Entre Max, Momo, Jordan, Loris, Assa, Chill, un bon vieux Troy qui peut s'énerver, Lucas, là, comme ça, dans la finesse. Qui peut sortir un gros run. Et ben écoute, Loïc, je sais pas, il a pas passé la ligne d'arrivée là, donc j'attends des news. Donc je sais pas, j'ai pas de news.
Il est 18h, donc déjà je sais pas à quelle heure on va poster l'épisode. Et il a fait tellement chaud. On est juste allé voir prendre des news de Loïc qui s'est fait un peu mal dans le dernier virage, qui est tombé. Il y a eu beaucoup de chutes, ça va vite, ça va très vite. Donc ouais, en vrai c'est chaud, mais c'est pas grave parce qu'on a une nouvelle de ouf à vous raconter, c'est qu'on a donc cet épisode qui est présenté par Feedback Sport et donc on va aller discuter avec un mécano justement d'une des équipes auxquelles il sponsorise pour parler du vélo, et en plus de ça un vélo qu'on n'a pas trop vu encore, on n'est jamais trop allé, et en plus de ça on va vous faire gagner un pied d'atelier, donc ça c'est quand même folie, ils ont vraiment fait les choses en grand, Feedback, pardon, donc c'est juste absolument fou, on y va, let's go.
Regardez, ce peloton d'air il fait du gravel.
Mais je fais pas de gravel, tu vois bien, mais les gravelistes là,
Ça va plus vite.
Ah mais voilà, regarde, voilà, il fait piétoniste ça c'est le remplaçant de Paul Pascal, vous connaissiez à l'époque. À l'époque il travaillait, maintenant il a un enfant, donc bah là il est à la retraite. Je suis allé faire un petit 290 watts, 30 minutes, zone 2 quoi. Bah après t'en fais ce que t'en veux, hein, mais bon. Here we are, finally. Trek Factory Racing. I mean, it's a cool, it's kind of for us, for French people, it's kind of like a dream, you know, it's like like a famous team.
Yeah.
How cool is that to work with a team like that?
Yeah, it's one of my dreams as well, without sounding tacky. But yeah, no, it's a great team to be a part of. One of the big factory teams, big brand as well. So yeah, really good to be a part of it.
So Dan, so people that don't know you, you're the mechanic from Ollie, if I'm right.
Yeah, Ollie
Davis, yeah. So we got the bike here. What is specific to Ollie's bike? Is it like the same for every rider, or is it like a bike that you can buy in, or there's like big change compared to a normal bike?
Yeah, they're all prototype sessions, so they're not like the one you can buy. They are very similar. There's a very similar design and characteristic to the bike, but this just has a bit more adjustability. So yeah, it's similar, but it is different.
So you mean adjustability? It means that here in Loudenvielle it's like loose and fast.
Yeah.
So you know that. So it means that you're gonna adapt it as much as you can. But what do you change anything about the track or about the feeling of the rider then?
Yeah, we haven't changed it specifically for here, but more just rider preference. Like we can change the pivot height and stuff like that. So some riders prefer a higher pivot, some prefer a lower. Ollie prefers it a bit lower, a bit more feedback from the bike, maybe a bit harsh and a bit rougher over the fast and rough. Yeah. But he feels like he can move the bike a bit better, whereas some of the other riders prefer it in the high mode where you can just tram through the stuff. So we've not changed it specifically for here, but just say rider preference, I think.
We always talk about the riders, what they like and their process, but I want to talk, that's why I came here, the process of a mechanic.
Yeah.
So you do you also got like process? Do you got always like the same, I mean like tools, like do you, I don't know, like when you change your tire, you always change first the one behind or the front? Do you have like the same thing that the rider got on the...
Yeah, definitely. There's certain things that I'll always do first, or I like to have all my wheels and tyres sorted at the start of the weekend, like before I then kind of do the bike. And like to get tyres set up and all that kind of thing, wheels built, because I feel like that it takes a bit longer to do it when you've got, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 wheels to build.
Yeah.
So get them all set up first and then I'll do the bike. I'd never go as far as I always change the back before the front, but there's always little bits like with brakes or
and I guess a bit of pressure as well, because when you see Ollie like trying to find the best line, the best thing, and you're kind of you like 50% of the success. You're part of the thing. So do you feel the pressure on you, like sometimes at the start or whatever?
Yeah, there's definitely some nerves when you're up and you want the rider to do well. Like I want Ollie to be the best he can, and you know, any rider that I've worked with that's always the case. So yeah, there's a bit of nerves, but then also at the same time I'm confident in my work. You know, and as well, when he goes out the start gate, you know, like it's out of my hands then. So it's kind of like I try not to worry as much because I can't do any more. So no, I'm confident in what I do. So I don't get as nervous as I used to.
All right.
When I was new, it was
not the same then. I can imagine. And when you are talking about a change or any improvement, and you as a mechanic know that it's going to work better, that's going to be a big benefit for him, but he doesn't trust, or he doesn't, not trusting, but he doesn't feel it. How do you convince him to do that?
Depends what it is. He doesn't need, Ollie specifically doesn't need a lot of force. If he does listen to me quite a lot, and he listens to, like with RockShox, our suspension guys as well, like if they recommend something, he's always happy to try it. But he also then does, if he's against it or has his concerns, he'll voice them. But most of the time he does want to give it a go. And at the end, sometimes if we recommend something that we think is better, it's not always like we're not perfect. We don't know the answers to everything. So like earlier on today, we put a token in the fork and then didn't like it, so we took it back out.
So you try more than just say.
The token was my idea and it wasn't what he wanted. So, but at least we tried it. He gave it a go. So yeah, no, you just got to, I don't know, talk to each other and just it's quite easy really. I think we've not had any argument about this yet. We've not had a bust up yet, so that's quite good.
Well, okay. Well, thank you so much to let us discovering a bit what mechanics life it is, because it's a bit of the hiding part. I mean, you spend the same time out of your house, like the travel timing and anything. So it's definitely it's hard, and it's hard because Well, now we know the mechanics a lot.
Yeah.
But it's not as rewarding as being on a podium. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't stand on the top step, unfortunately.
Unless you got the top
unless
team.
we get the team, which would be that's a massive goal of ours this year, definitely. So, it's I love my job. I love doing it. I want him to be the best rider he can be, and we all love racing. That's why we're here, I guess.
Yeah.
Love to watch it. We're fans.
Yeah.
Love the sport. So it's all good.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And by the way, we want to thank again Feedback Sport because they are like a big help for you as well.
The best stands, They're by far the best stand.
Because you use it because you need to travel to bring everything. You know, it's not like a shop where you have you know what I mean?
No, to say it's a portable stand, it's the sturdiest. I think, and it is the best stand you can buy, to be fair, and all the truing stand that we have on there as well, which is portable, so we're not having to carry all that kind of stuff around. So Feedback's great. It's great to have them as a partner as well for the team.
Well, thank you so much. And by the way, you guys got lucky because we gonna do a giveaway about really, they were so cool. So they're gonna give away a full Feedback Sport bike stand repair, which is worth something like 300 something. It's a lot.
Yeah, they're not cheap. They're good. They're worth the brass.
Yeah,
they're good.
So what we're gonna do? It's that people have to find the weight of the bike stand plus the bike, and the closest gonna win the bike stand.
Okay,
Is it a good idea?
Good idea.
Can you give them a bit of clue maybe about what you think?
Ooh, I don't even know how much the bike stand weighs. I have no idea. I can't give you any clues.
Come on, they wait for you clues then.
But I don't know, more than 5 kilos, I'll say that.
Well, good luck, guys. Good luck, guys, and see you tomorrow for the inside. We're going to be on the track for quali, and good luck for the game as well. Bye-bye.